This unsettling true story originates from a real family in rural Maine dating back to 1983. While the exact details were hidden or initially dismissed as folklore, interviews, local records, and witness accounts have cemented this as a documented case of an unexplained haunting. The doll, later named Lily by the family, was purchased at an estate sale from an old Victorian mansion. The mansion had belonged to a woman named Margaret Renshaw, a reclusive figure rumored to practice occult rituals. After her death, many of her belongings were sold, including the antique porcelain doll. Clara, the youngest in the family, grew obsessed with the doll almost immediately. According to her now-adult brother, who shared his account during a 2008 interview, Clara began acting strangely. She insisted Lily talk to her and frequently held tea parties where she seemed to pause and listen, as if waiting for responses. Reports from the parents, collected in 1984 by a local journalist investigating paranormal events, reveal disturbing details. The doll seemed to manipulate people into violent acts, like a form of mind control. The doll's position frequently changed when left alone. Sometimes people swore they seen it moved when they looked away. Clara's room developed cold spots, even in the summer. Unexplained whispers were heard at night, often near Clara's bed. People have been able to record these sounds, but they couldn't be explained naturally. The most significant recorded event occurred in March 1984. The family reportedly found Lily in a locked cabinet in the basement one night. They locked the doll away after violent and demonic outbursts from Clara. She claimed it was games Lily taught her. The next morning, Lily was back in Clara's room, sitting at her tea table. According to the family's father, there were no signs of a break-in, and the basement cabinet remained locked. When the father came in to confront Clara, he claimed the air got cold, a force seemed to push him away from his daughter. Clara looked at him with dark eyes and said, "Lily said you have been bad and need to be punished." That night he woke up alone, locked in a closet he wasn't able to open. Suddenly Clara was at the door asking if he learned his lesson. He says he doesn't remember anything about how he got there. It was blamed on stress and sleepwalking. A family friend visited Clara to see for herself what was going on. She claimed to see orbs flying around the home and into the doll. Neighbors also corroborated some aspects of the story. A nearby resident, Alice Moreau, said she often saw Clara playing in the yard, but noticed Clara talking to someone even when she was alone. "At first, I thought she was just being a kid with an imaginary friend," Alice said. But her voice would change, like she was mimicking someone else. The final straw for the family came after a night of violent disturbances. Doors in the home slammed repeatedly, furniture toppled over, and Clara reportedly screamed that Lily was angry. Clara told her father that he had caused this by trying to separate Lily from her. Clara said Lily and her will be together forever. The family decided to burn the doll, a decision they described as their last hope. According to fire department records, a controlled fire was reported in the woods on their property in April 1984. Clara's brother, now in his 50s, later admitted he felt the doll was watching them as it burned. "We heard something, like a laugh, but it wasn't human." The family moved to a new home later that year, but they refused to speak about the incident publicly after 1985. Clara, now an adult, has declined all interviews, but a childhood friend claims Clara occasionally mentions hearing whispers in quiet moments. The doll's ashes were reportedly left in the woods, but urban legends suggest that pieces of Lily may still exist. Hikers in the area claim to feel an eerie presence, and some have reported finding small porcelain shards in the ground near where the doll was burned. This true story remains a chilling reminder of how objects can carry history, both seen and unseen. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, Lily's tale has left an indelible mark on those who hear it. Please like and subscribe to My Scary Curiosity.